Let's talk about tests, baby. Let's talk about identifying your imbalances and deficiencies and getting to root causes of symptoms. And I'm not a good singer. Let's talk about tests. So what test do I start with? Right off the bat, you need to get an organic acids test. Super cool test. It's going to show you your levels of yeast, mold, and bacteria. And you'd be shocked how many people have no issues there. It's really, really cool. And then it's going to show you your oxalates, but remember, not always going to show positive. Most people aren't detoxing or dumping at the time of their tests. They've really ran out of resources to detox and it's just building up in their tissues. It's going to show you mitochondrial function. How well are you producing energy? It's going to show you your neurotransmitter metabolites. That's not what's going on in your brain. That's how much is being broken down. You need to see your genetics also to see how quickly you break things down. So I go over that in depth in my book, Heal Yourself. And then it's going to show you a bunch of nutrient deficiencies and some more detox ammonia markers. The next one up, full blood panel. This is really important. It's going to verify some of the markers on your genetics, which is test number 3. So those are really the foundation tests. So your full blood panel is going to be a complete metabolic panel, a lipid panel. You're going to look at a full thyroid panel. You want to see your homocysteine, your vitamin D, your D12, a full iron panel. And that is actually a really good basis. You can tell so much information just from those tests when you know what to look for. So we're not looking for things outside of the normal range, which sometimes they're there. We're looking for things outside of optimal range. Big difference between optimal and normal. There's a huge chart in the appendix of my book, and in the chart it breaks down what each marker is telling us. When those markers aren't in optimal range, it gives us a hint as to where we need to look. Next off, when you've got that foundation in place and you've addressed all the imbalances and deficiencies and issues on those 3 tests, then you go to a Dutch test. You look at your adrenals and your sex hormone. It's hormones. It's literally the best test for it because it shows your metabolites. It shows how you're breaking it down. From there, when that's in place, you go over with a Para-Wellness. I love the Para-Wellness. It picks up protozoa like no other test. You want to run your biofilm buster. I love Fibrenza. Do it 2 weeks prior. You need to be off of any antimicrobials, probiotics, binders, enemas. All that stuff needs to be stopped. And you want to address those protozoa first. And then after that, run a GI map. You're going to look at your bacteria and see if there's any yeast. You're going to look at if there's H. pylori present, address that. And then after that, if you're still having some GI issues, then run a SIBO test and look there. So those are the tests I run. Hope that helps.